Hey everybody, I wanted to make a updated top 10 list of the best Japanese boxes to whether you're collecting, whether you're investing, whether you want to open packs. This is like the bang for your buck top 10. The last list, they were all under I think $75. This time I'm gonna keep this list under 100. I mean, because EV Heroes would be a good one to invest in because of all the crazy cards. Blue Sky Stream, if you can get that Rayquaza in there, I think it's worth more than Umbreon in Japanese. But under $100, you can grab a bunch of great booster boxes with a lot of good chase cards. And so we're gonna jump into this right now. Number 10, very surprising to me at number 10 here, but when I went and looked at the data, this set it didn't have what some of the other sets have, and that is V-Star Universe. Guaranteed hits in every pack, God packs available, all that kind of stuff, but it's just the heavy hitter cards in there are not worth a lot of money. V-Star Universe has a set value of $948.30, so that's pretty high. It's almost $1,000. I can find booster boxes on the TikTok shop with a 15% off coupon for about $59.50. Expect to pay somewhere between $60 to $75 for these boxes. So for the price of the set, you could purchase you can go and buy all the cards or buy 16 boxes of V-Star Universe. So box to set ratio, that's not bad. That's actually pretty good. 16 boxes to the set value. The big chases is the Pikachu from the God Pack. It looks like our Pikachu from Crown Zenith, but it has the gray borders and the Japanese text, of course. That's going for about $85. And then the Gold Giratina is the number 2 hit in there, as opposed to number 1 like in ours. It's almost $200 in English, but it's about $85, just a little slightly less than the Pikachu. And so it's those chases being so low, and the boxes being like $60 to $75 right there. It keeps us down at number 10. I don't know if we're going to see massive gains like we are with the English one right now. I do not know. I'm not sure. They printed V-Star Universe just as much as they printed the English, probably more. But yeah, that's what keeping V-Star Universe down there at number 10. It's dropped all the way down to number 10. I forget where was that on my list before. Probably in the top 5, but it's down to number 10. Coming in at number 9, Crimson Haze. Sorry, why did I say Crimson Invasion? That's the wrong set. Crimson Haze. So with a set value of only $386.31, this is the lowest set value, but that is only half of Twilight Masquerade. So $386. This is the better half, of course. Mask of Change is the other half. Not worth investing in. Not even probably worth opening. I can find boxes of Crimson Haze for about $38.24 on TikTok shop. Expect to pay somewhere in the range of $40 to $45 for a Crimson Haze booster box. So for the set value, you could buy either 10 boxes of Crimson Haze, or you could go buy all the singles, and it'd be about 10 box price. 10 boxes is about the set value. And of course, yeah, the Greninja is sitting at about a lot of places are showing the market value for the Greninja at about a 120, 125. It's closer to 150, 155. If you go on eBay and try to go buy a Greninja right now, you're not going to probably get one for anywhere less than $150 to $5 with shipping. And the number 2 card is Perrin. That's going for around $62. That's almost, I think that's about the same as the Perrin is in Twilight Masquerade, so not bad. But yeah, that's our number 9 box, Crimson Haze, not Crimson Invasion. All right, number 8, Paradise Dragona. That's half of the Surging Sparks. The set value on that is $432.08. $432.08, not bad for half of an English set. I'm finding booster boxes of Paradise Dragona on the TikTok shop with a coupon for about $35. $35, a little under $35. That's a 12 box to the set value ratio right there. So you go buy all the cards, or you can buy 12 boxes, same price. The top 2 cards are the Latias and the Lycia's Appeal. Latias is sitting around $100 right now, like right at 100, and Lycia's Appeal just a little under that, about 95. So that's not bad. They're holding good. The Latias is pretty nice, and I'm debating on whether to go ahead and grab that one in Japanese, because I don't feel like paying $250 for a new card. That might come down a little bit more, but $100 for the Japanese, maybe. I mean, the Greninja from Crimson Haze kind of set like a new precedent for some of these cards. The Magikarp from Paldea Evolved in Japanese Clayburst or like a Triple Beat, it didn't really climb with the Magikarp in Paldea Evolved, but the Greninja kind of did this. So the Greninja comes out, it continues to climb in English from like $118 to, was it now $320 now? $320. I mean, it's been as high as a $330, $340, I think. But the Greninja in Crimson Haze, when that came out, it was a $62 card. I picked it up when it was at $86, and now it's at $150. People that can't pull that Greninja from Twilight Masquerade, and Twilight Masquerade sealed the booster boxes are over $160. They're going back to the Japanese, and it's pretty evident that that's what's going on. And I think that, so looking at Paradise Dragona here at number 8, the Latias sit at $100. That climbed a little bit, but if Surging Sparks continues to be hard to get and the booster box prices just keep going up, expect that Latias to keep climbing. I mean, that might be $120, $130 in a couple months or something like that if it just stays up there, because in English it's what, $230, $235 now? I think it's dropping a little bit, but anyway. All right, so let's go on to the number 6 box, and we're going backtracking to Sword and Shield with Paradigm Trigger. I think it's called Paradigm Trigger. I like to call it Paradigm Trigger because that's what it's spelled like, Paradigm, Paradigm Trigger. The set value on that is only $496.64 for a box that's pretty old. Almost $500 though, that's not bad. And I'm finding boxes for that for about $51 on TikTok. Expect to pay somewhere between $50 to $65 for a Paradigm Trigger box. And for the price of the box, you can grab 10 boxes, or you can go grab all the cards, the singles. I think it's probably a better bet to just go buy all the singles that you want, or just buy the cards that you want. But the box, for investing, that Lugia in there is going to continue to make that an investable box. And the Lugia in Japanese is going for $230 right now. And the second biggest hit in there is like an $18 card, and it's the Gold Lugia. So basically this is all Lugia or nothing. That's basically what this set is. But I do think that Lugia being $230, the English one has just hit about $250. I think it's right there, $248, $250. I think the Japanese one's just going to keep pace with the English one. And the English one's popping off right now. So that is our number 7 box. All right, number 6 is Clayburst. Clayburst, this is just like Paradigm Trigger. I want to call it Silver Tempest. Just like Paradigm Trigger, it's Iono or bust, basically. So in Clayburst here, you have a $304 Iono, and you have a $40 Iono full art, SIR and a full art. And so Clayburst's set value is $434.60, so not quite as much as a Paradigm Trigger. I like to do these. I'm glad I got to do this video at home. Get to have a beer while I'm doing it. I usually find like a break while I'm at work and make one of these, make a video. Then I come home and I'll edit while I'm sitting home watching TV, having dinner or whatever. But today was so busy I didn't have time to just stop for even 10 minutes just to make this video. So didn't make it. Usually you see my videos in the office, but now I'm in the comforts of my wonderful bedroom. Like I said, I don't have a wife. I do have a girlfriend that she has her own house and all that stuff, her own place, her own kids, all that stuff. So I get my room to myself. I love it. It's just, this is amazing. It's awesome. But anyway, so we were at Clayburst there. Yeah. So I find boxes of Clayburst for just over $50, $50.99. It's the cheapest ones I found shipped before tax on TikTok. So that's a 9 box to set value ratio. You can either buy the set, the individual cards, or 9 boxes, or just go buy the Iono for $305 or so. $304.26 is the cheapest one I've seen on eBay. But that puts Clayburst at our number 6 spot. Number 5, I have Lost Abyss. Lost Abyss. Again, this is one of those sets with one really big hit, but this one has a little bit better. The smaller hits are a little bit better than Clayburst and Paradigm Trigger. You have a set value on Lost Abyss of $710.81. So one of our top set values, but the boxes are kind of expensive. I see a lot of people on eBay trying to sell the boxes for $100, $105, all that stuff. TikTok shop, I found with the coupons I can get the Lost Abyss box for about $76.40. Expect to pay $85 to $100 for this box. possibly even a little bit over. If you're not looking for the best deals, you're gonna end up paying 100, 105, 110 maybe for this box. But I'm finding them for $76. I've never paid more than about that. I think the one box I do have, I think I paid somewhere around $80 for it. So the Giratina alt art on here, the Shinji Kanda awesome artwork, it's going for $520 on eBay. I know if you go on price charting and you go on those places, it's going to show a lower price, but there's nobody selling it for that price anywhere. The English one has just gone up to $540. The Japanese one and the English one are always about the same price. I think everybody's prices have not been adjusted for the latest inflation on this card. So $520 is what it's going to set you back to grab that Giratina. But the other card in there is the Aerodactyl, going for about $64 in Japanese, and in English it's going for about $105. So so you got the Giratina, you got the Aerodactyl, beautiful alt arts in there, and the set value, like I said, $710.81. That puts us at our number 5 spot. Number four spot is a new set. It is Super Electric Breaker. We all know what that is. That's the Pikachu, the Twerkachu, the Crown Pikachu, whatever you want to call it, the Chikachus. I don't know. There's a nickname for it, but nothing's caught on yet. So the set value on that is $635.11, so a little bit cheaper than Lost Abyss. But I'm finding booster boxes for $41.64 on the TikTok shop with that 15% off coupon. But you will have to probably buy 2 boxes because that coupon was for over $59, and again, this box is only like $49 with a 15% off coupon. So you can grab this box and another box and get your 15% off. Just grab 2 boxes that are under $100 because the maximum is $15 off. So you'll get your maximum if you buy 2 $50 booster boxes. So anyway, $41.64, or you could buy 15 boxes of Super Electric Breaker, or you could buy all the cards. So now we're at a 15-to-1 box ratio, which is actually pretty good. That's kind of higher than anything else that we had on this list so far. Actually, the V-Star Universe was 16-to-1. So we're right there with the V-Star Universe box to set value ratio. But the Pikachu going for, in Japanese, about $205. In English, it's what? $475? But in Japanese, it's $204. So more than half off, you know what I mean? And then the number 2 card is the Melodic, going for about $51 exactly in Japanese. So those 2 cards right there, beautiful cards. I think the Melodic actually looks way better than the Pikachu. I like that one. In English, that's going for about $130, and so I'm waiting for that to go down a little bit. I'll grab that English one instead of the $51 Japanese one here. But yeah, Super Electric Breaker is my number 4 box. That Pikachu is always going to be a big chase, and this Japanese one at 204, it didn't start there. It was way lower, but like I said, this is another one that's doing the same thing that Greninja is doing, that the Latias is probably going to be doing more of soon, and climbing with the English, because people can't afford the English one. Just go get the Japanese, and Japanese cards look much better. The art, the texturing and all that stuff looks awesome. Same artwork, but man, the texturing on the Japanese is top tier. Amazing. Their centering is usually better. It's odd to see an off-center Japanese card, but you do see it every once in a while. It's like, what the hell happened there? I don't get it. But anyway, top tier cards. But yeah, all right. So now we're going. So from number 4, Super Electric Breaker, number 3, and our set values are going to start going up like crazy here. Number 3, I have Shiny Treasure EX with a set value of $1,108.20. That is crazy, and I'm finding boxes. Definitely got to buy 2 with that 50% off coupon, but I've found boxes for $36.34. That is my second cheapest box on this whole list. I mean, it's $36.34. That's actually, what was the cheaper box here? Paradise Dragona at $34.85. But $36.34 for Shiny Treasure EX boxes. I used to be able to, I was getting those for $26 last year, but $36.34. That's a 30 box to set value ratio. You could buy 30 boxes, or you could buy all the cards for $1,100. It's crazy. 30 boxes. That's nuts. And then, so our big hits here are the Charizard and the Bubble Mew. Charizard is a couple bucks more than the Bubble Mew. It's sitting at about $109, $110. And the Bubble Mew is sitting about $107, 107, 108. The Bubble Mew has just recently climbed. It was sitting at 90 for a long time, just like the English one. Well, it was down at 60 when the English one was at 90. But I expect that Bubble Mew to start climbing and pass the Charizard in the Japanese, just like it did in English. I do expect that. The English Charizard, shiny Charizard, is sitting at like 175 right now, which is nuts. It's crazy. But yeah, Shiny Treasure EX, man, 30 boxes to the set value. I mean, just it's nuts. It's nuts. $1,100 set. Insane. Awesome. Number two. My number two box was number one last year. It's now at number two. I had a hard time moving it to number two, but there's a couple intangibles that could possibly change this and bring it back to number one. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But so Japanese 151 sitting at my number two spot. Was number one last year, and it was sitting there comfortable, like a tick on a dog's back, sitting there so comfortable it wasn't gonna move. And now something else dethroned it. But 151's set value is $3,394.83. When it first came out, and the booster boxes were 150, 175, I got all the way up to 215, 220. That set value was $6,400. $6,400. There was no other set like that. No other set came out the gate that hot, that scorching. I don't care how far you go back, Legendary Collection, whatever. You can go as far back as you want, but no set ever came out the gate like that. So 151 did something that no other set has ever done. But reprints tanked it all the way down to $3,300. Actually, it was a little lower not that long ago. It has started climbing again with the booster box prices, you know. So, but booster boxes are sitting around $100. You can find some for $95, $90, but on TikTok with a 15% off coupon, the cheapest I can get a box for was $79.89 today. So $79.89. So at $79.89, you could buy 42 boxes, or you can go and buy all the singles. So 42 box to set price ratio is crazy. 42. So that's Shiny Treasure was at 30 and blew all those away. So the big cards in there, the Gengar Master Ball, it's currently sitting at about 197, the cheapest one I can find on eBay, and the Pikachu Master Ball sitting about 190. So I recently got those two for my son last year. I think I paid 160 and 170 for them. I forget which one. I think I paid 166 for the Pikachu and like 173 or 4 for the Gengar. So I had to get those before they do start going crazy, before the box prices go up and just start making those cards unattainable. But yeah, so 42 boxes to the set value, and that set value $33.94.80. That is insane. It's a very expensive set to complete, but I suggest if you have the money, do one of those pay-in-4s and get the Gengar, the Pikachu, do another one, get those two cards right there. Just secure those two cards. That's all you got to do, is secure those two cards, and then slowly work your way down. You keep your English Charizard. If you don't have the English Charizard, go ahead and grab the Japanese one. It's a little bit, well, it's about to hit 150 in Japanese, so there's that. The Mew is a promo in the English UPC, so just, you know, those ones. It's just the Master Balls. To me, this set is a subset to the English. I collect all the English ones that you want, but you got to go get the Master Balls that are in Japanese because they don't have them in English. That's it. You get the Magikarp, get the Charmander, get the Mewtwo, get all those cards. Just pick up the Master Balls right now before they start skyrocketing, when the boxes start going crazy again, when they stop printing it. I mean, it's going to go nuts. It's going to go insane. I'm warning you. If you wait, you're going to miss the boat. And the Master Balls, they're beautiful. That mirror finish, I mean, they're just amazing. I can't wait to see the Master Balls for the Prismatic Evolutions. I haven't got any yet. I've ordered a few. I got another one coming from that rip that I did on the Fanatics, and my son got the 2 boxes. He still hasn't opened yet. So anyway, so Japanese 151 is sitting at the number 2 spot, and I am hesitant to leave it at the number 2 spot because of the set ahead of it. There's some things we need to talk about. All right, number one on this list, I'm sure you guys all knew, it was Terrestrial Festival. Terrestrial Festival's set value is $3,856.46. It didn't come out the gates as hot as Japanese 151. yes, there's all the evolutions and all that stuff, making everybody want to chase everything on that, and then master balls and all that stuff. There's all kinds to this set, but it didn't come out like Japanese 151. So a set value of almost $4,000 is not bad. It's not bad. I could find boxes on TikTok for $62.03. The 2 boxes I bought for $59.99. And it was a deal from a Japanese seller. If you buy 1 box, it was like $64. If you buy 2, it was $59. So that's what I did. And so this, you can either buy for the set price of $3,856. You could buy 62 of those boxes at $62, or you could buy all the singles. That's crazy. 62 boxes. If you would have bought 62 boxes of Terrestrial Festival and open them all, you're probably going to get multiple Moonbryons. Or Sunbryon, whatever you want to call it. You're probably going to get a couple God packs. I mean, that's 62 boxes. That's like 3 cases. And I think in each case there's 2 God packs. It seems like that's the average, 2 God packs. So you go buy 3 cases of that, you're probably going to most definitely hit one of them God packs. Maybe 2. But there are 2 different God packs in there. So you do get God packs to chase, 2 different kinds in here. Amazing. That's awesome. 151 had those as well in English and Japanese. V-Star Universe was the other one that we talked about that had that. And I think Shiny Treasure EX did have some God packs that had extra baby shinies in there and stuff like that. But so with this one here, the top cards are the 2 Umbreons, the Umbreon Master Ball and the Umbreon SAR. The Umbreon Master Ball was a lot higher than it is, but I guess I found some for $245 on eBay, and the Umbreon SAR for $247. So they're right about the same price. I expected the Master Ball to hold a lot higher of a premium than the SAR, but it doesn't. It isn't right now. People love that SAR. Artwork has proven to be the driving factor on that card. But yeah, so 60. You can get 62 boxes, or you can buy all the singles on that one. Man, I mean this. So I have like 2 thoughts on this one here. So the cards in there could follow. So when the English comes out on the 17th, we're going to get Prismatic Evolutions. People are having a hard time securing stuff. People that did get stuff and open stuff, if they don't hit the Umbreon, they're going to go back to the Japanese one. They can't get boxes. You can't get a box to open. How are you going to chase something? So you might as well just go back to and I'm thinking that Umbreon's going to be $500 card, $600. The Master Ball is going to be something like that too. It's going to be nuts. So I think people are going to go back like they did with the Greninja, like they did with the Latias, like they're doing with the Pikachu from Super Electric Breaker. They're going to go back and they're going to raise the prices. So I do think that first week or 2 is going to tell us how much Terrestrial Festival is going to be worth, literally. And it's either going to like drop off if the hit rates are proven to be easy and prismatic, and that everyone's pulling all the English cards that they want that they don't need in Japanese, or it's going to be so difficult to hit that Sunbryon. It's going to be so difficult to hit those Master Balls that you want, that people are just going to go back to the Japanese and just go buy those. And like I said, it'll just do like the Greninja, go from $62 in Crimson Haze Greninja to $150. Or the Latias came out at like an $80 card, $75 card. Now it's sitting at $100. Pikachu came out and I think it was like $180. Now it's over $205 or something like that. So I think that's my thought, and that's why I put Terrestrial Festival at number 1 and not behind 151, is because I think it's going to climb in price, not go down in the next couple weeks after Prismatic comes out. I think it's going to have that effect. It's going to have that go back and get the cards you can't get in English. It's going to have that effect. And the market is crazy right now. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of new people in the hobby, and they're buying everything. They literally, we couldn't sell out Silver Tempest or the Pokemon Center. They did it. All these new people bought them all out. Twilight Masquerade just sold out. If you go on there and go on the trading card game, click on expansions, and just start from the first one they show. Scarlet and Violet, like there's nothing on there. Some of the sets that do have stuff is like the Build and Battles. That's about it. Astral Radiance has the Pokemon Center ETB. That's going to sell out pretty soon, I bet. But this Pokemon Pocket has brought a bunch of people in. This is kind of like it's mirroring what happened back when the COVID, the Logan Paul, Pokemon Go, all that stuff. When you had Shining Fates ETBs going for 120. How much are Prismatic Evolutions ETBs going for right now? 90 to 120. It's very similar. Prismatic Evolutions is a way better set than Shiny Treasure. I mean, what's that called? Not Shiny, Shining Fates. But and the Chunkachu from Vivid Voltage was going for $400 or $500. Pikachu from Surging Sparks, same thing. I'm seeing so many parallels with all that stuff. When all these new people came into the hobby and they just started buying up everything. You're seeing all these people going to Costco, buying up all those Blooming Waters collections. I'm gonna have to make another video about that Blooming Waters because I've watched enough openings of that, and I have some really good hit rate data to go over. I think I want to see a little bit more of those boxes open before I make that video. But all right, man. So that is my top 10 Japanese boxes. Terrestrial Festival. It was hard for me to put it ahead of 151, but I did because of what I think's going to happen with it. And hey, so hopefully everybody gets all the Prismatic Evolution boxes they want to open and don't have to go back to all that stuff. Hopefully you guys get everything you want. But right now, the way the market's going right now, I feel like Japanese, when people can't get English products to Team Rocket, the Journey Together, all that stuff, they're going to go buy Japanese boxes. And that's what happened back in 2021, 2022, all that, that time, 2020. It's going to happen again in 2025. And Japanese is going to get hot. And just watch. So that's why I want to make this top 10 video. Go get your Shiny Treasure EX boxes. That's one of my favorites. Cheap. Bang for the buck. Go get your Trastal. Alright, man. That is my top 10 video. I will see you guys on the next one. I am out.